Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to 30 Minute Websites, the show where I build that entire online store in 30 minutes, and each video is dedicated to a different product. My name is Ryan, and I build websites for clients. And today we're going to be building an online store dedicated to selling hot sauce. So whether you make your own hot sauce, you private label hot sauce, or you retail other people's hot sauce, this is going to be perfect for you. But of course, we're not just going to be selling hot sauce on an online store. I'll be selling different products related to hot sauce. So whether for barbecue equipment or anything like that, this is going to be perfect. So pretty much, and it's any products that someone who would be buying hot sauce online would also be interested in. So how it works is I've got 30 minutes. I've got my e.gg timer to count down. So you have a bit of a countdown timer as we go, so you can follow along and see how much time we have remaining. So if you want to follow along at home and build your own online store, this is just a list of some of the things you'll need. So you'll need a WordPress website. So this is a fresh installation of WordPress. I haven't logged in or touched or done anything at all to it. You'll need a hosting account. So how it works is WordPress is a free open source content management system. So what that essentially means is it's a software that lets you build websites and without having to do any coding or whatsoever. But you will need a hosting account. So a host is essentially a server that makes your website accessible to the internet. It stores everything, and you'll need like a domain name, which could be the URL that you put in. You'll also need an SSL certificate. So what an SSL certificate does, it helps encrypt data being transferred via a website. So that might be information such as billing information, credit card information. So if you want to have the ability to accept payments online, you will need to have an SSL certificate. So a lot of hosting companies now will offer free SSL certificates. So just double check. It's usually from a company called Let's Encrypt. They're a free provider of SSL certificates. So if you just double check, most hosting companies nowadays do. Some don't though. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for one. But yeah, that's something you will need if you want to be able to run an online store. It's an SSL certificate. You'll need some kind of payment processor. So the most common one used is PayPal. PayPal is probably the most popular one. It's one of the easiest to set up and the easiest to set up on WooCommerce, which is the plugin required to give WordPress e-commerce functionality. So you'll need some kind of payment processor. There are tons out there. It's not just PayPal. You can use anything like Stripe, Amazon Pay, Square, Authorize.net. There's tons of them out there. They typically charge the same conversion payment transaction rate. So I would typically go for features and benefits of each individual payment processor rather than the fees, and see which one is going to suit and help boost your conversion rate of your online store. So you will need some images as well. So the main images you will need for this website is a nice high quality banner image, something that's going to be displayed on the homepage, the first thing that they see. Something that there's not too much going on, something nice and simple I prefer to go with. You'll need some product category images. You need some product images. And then you'll also need a logo on a transparent background, something that is going to sit in the top corner. I would also recommend as well just calculating your shipping rate fees before going and starting. So for this one, what we're going to be doing today is I want to do something a little bit different. So we're going to be charging pretty much the same shipping fees for everything, because everything is going to have a very similar weight. So my hypothetical store, I'm going to be selling things. My shipping rate is going to be $5 a product and then $2 for each additional product that we sell. But in my hypothetical business, I've got fulfillment centers in Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne. So I want to offer the ability for someone to go on for local pickup, so they can go and pick it up from one of the stores. So what we're going to be doing is I don't want to be offering local pickup to everywhere. So let's say you live in a rural town that's quite far away, or you live in like Perth or something like that, and you want to order one of the hot sauces. I don't want to give you the option to do local pickup, because then it can add some confusion. Then that's something we have to fix up later. So I want to restrict it to only people who put the postcodes of Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne to be offered the local pickup. So that's something we'll be doing, which I think will be pretty interesting. I would recommend pairing this store we're about to build with something like ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels is a software that allows you to build sales funnels that guide your customers through a progression of upsells. So let's say you have a sales funnel. What I would recommend with the hot sauce is having some kind of sample pack where customers can try, and see which one they like. They could be smaller quantities, it's less so it's a bit cheaper for the customer, less financial risk if they don't like it, so they can give it a try. And as, when they buy it, they get upsold something, upsold different things on different pages that can help and enhance experience. That's something I would personally recommend, is doing something like that, where you upsell your customers so you can increase the average cart value and the average cart size of everybody who goes through your sales funnel. Typically with sales funnel, you'll see a higher conversion rate on the sales funnel than you would on your online store. So the online store is what we've been building today. So what I would recommend is channeling your new customers towards your sales funnel. That's where you'll be pushing your new customers to. Then they can be added to your email list or your Facebook retargeting ads, which then you're going to be pushing them back to the online store that we're going to be building today. And as well, things that you could do is adding like little coupons within the package that you'll be shipping out to your customers that can then offer maybe like coupons for free shipping on the next purchase on your WooCommerce site that we'll be building today. So we're pretty much ready to go. I haven't created any sales copy for any of my products that I'll be using today. So I just have some filler text. So the filler text will be just taking the place of the sales copy on the products. But of course, you can just replace this with your own sales copy as we go. It's just to give you an understanding of how the final product will look. So we're just about ready to go. So our 30 minutes will be starting now. So the first thing we're going to do is log into our site. So either add /wp-admin to the end of your domain, or if sometimes it has the login option, we're just going to use the login credentials that we created when we first installed WordPress onto our hosting company. And it's going to take us to the back end. First thing I always like to do is change the permalink structure of the website. So the basic default version of WordPress doesn't give you the best permalink structure to begin with. So we're just going to go through, change it from custom structure to post name, and then click Save Changes. So the permalinks are the individual URLs for each page. And it just simplifies everything if you change it. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is add all my content. So normally what I do with my clients' websites is I just upload images as I go. However, because I've only got 30 minutes to build an entire online store, I like to just bulk upload everything, just get everything up there, and it's just going to start working, uploading all my images as I do a bunch of other essential things. So that's going to be working. Alrighty. So next thing I'm going to do is add two plugins. First one is called Homepage Control. So the theme I'm going to be using for my WordPress. So the way WordPress works is you've got a bunch of different themes, some pay, some free, that allow to structure the appearance of your website. So the theme that I'm going to be using is called Storefront. It's built by WooCommerce specifically to work with WooCommerce. So we're going to add homepage control. So homepage control just gives us a little bit more say as to how the homepage of Storefront looks. Otherwise, it is quite restrictive as what it can and can't look like. So just going to add homepage control, and then we're going to add the plugin called WooCommerce. So the basic version of WordPress is quite limited. It's quite a limited plugin. Quite a limited content management system. So what you do is search plugins, sorry. So what you do is you add things called plugins that increase the functionality. So we're going to add WooCommerce that's going to give our WordPress website e-commerce features. So we're going to add that and then activate. It takes quite a while to install. It just takes a little bit of time for it to activate. So opportunity for a quick plug. If you want me to build an online store just like the one I'm about to build now, just go to okryan.blog/go, and you can get free WooCommerce web design and free hosting with every ClickFunnels account. Just a little plug. So we're just going to activate WooCommerce now, and it's going to take us to a setup wizard that's going to give probably about 90% of everything required from WooCommerce to build your online store. So we're going to add Australia. So we're going to put in the business location. So 123, example, street, which of course is not a real address. Brisbane, Queensland. 4,000 Australian dollars. I'll be selling just physical products in person as well. So the next page is going to ask for the payment processor. So I'll be using, is it payment processor or shipping? I think it's payment processor. So I'll be using PayPal for this example. So that one, boop, boop, and just make sure that's your PayPal email that you'll be using. So that will. And then all you need to do after that is just go into the shipping tab, the payments tab in WooCommerce settings, and then just activate PayPal. So I'm just going to turn off the shipping rules right now because I want to create my own more advanced rules in the actual plugin. That's quite a limited way of doing it. So I'm going to deactivate everything but Storefront. So Storefront is the theme we'll be using. So basically, it's just going to upload and activate the Storefront theme, which I really, really like. I highly recommend for beginners. It is quite limited, and I feel that's the kind of the point as to why I recommend it, because there are so many WordPress themes out there that are kind of built with web designers in mind. And so you can build some really amazing looking websites, and some websites out there with stuff like Divi, because my website, I use Divi. I love Divi, probably my favorite WordPress theme out there. However, because it gives you a lot of customizable options. The more customizable options you have, the more you can, the more options you have to make an amazing looking website. There is just as equal opportunity to make a terrible looking website. So I would recommend, if you're just starting and you're building your online store for the first time, just use Storefront, because the amount of terrible looking Divi sites out there is incredible, just because if there's a steep learning curve to using it. All right, so because most hosting companies and WooCommerce will automatically install a bunch of plugins you just don't need, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of them, just because they waste space. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is set up my WooCommerce shipping rules. So this is where we're going to build the shipping rule. I don't need to create shipping classes. So if you've seen any of the other episodes, I set up shipping classes. But this one I am not. So I'm just going to be setting up shipping zones, because it's going to be pretty much the same shipping rates for all my products. But I want to offer local pickup to specific regions. So what you have to do is going to go to shipping. And then we're going to add shipping zone. And I'm going to do the first one, which is going to be Brisbane. So there's a region that Brisbane is in is called Queensland, and I'm going to limit it to zip codes, because there's no Brisbane zone within WooCommerce. We have to go to the state level and then restrict it with the Brisbane postcodes or zip codes, depending on where you are. So the Brisbane postcode zip code range is 4,000, between 4,000 and 4179. So to do that, you go 4,000 ... 4179. So this tells WooCommerce anytime someone puts in on the checkout page that they live in Queensland, between these postcodes, to offer them this shipping rate. So they're going to go offer a flat rate, which is going to be, what was it, $5 plus $2 for each additional product. So it's 3 plus brackets 2 times square bracket QTY, close bracket, square bracket, close bracket. So 2 times the amount of hot sauce of product in the shopping cart plus 3. So if you have one product, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. Or if you have 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. Is that right? Yeah, so it's $5 plus $2. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. So that's done that. And then we're going to offer local pickup. So local pickup, boop. So local pickup. Okay. So we're going to basically do the same thing. Did I copy that? I need to copy this, just streamline everything else. So copy that. And then we're going to do another one for Sydney. So Sydney is 2,000 to 2234. And as well, you can set these up, but I would recommend as well that you get in contact with your shipping fulfillment company, because they might have different ideas as to what the city limits are if you are charging different rates. But this is just for pickups. Sydney, New South Wales, between 2,000, and you don't have to do it to the city limits. You can just do it within, because Sydney's massive. So if you have it on the south side, the north side may be just too far to come to, but it's up to you. This is just an example. All right, flat rate, and then local pickup. So for flat rate, that's the fees. So I'm going to just charge one set of shipping rates for everybody, and then just offer local pickup to Brisbane City and Melbourne. as well, just make sure as well. I'll show you when I get everything done, how I think WooCommerce works with Melbourne, Victoria, and then it is 3,000 to 3207. Okay, flat rate. Come on. All right, so how I think so. Okay, so we've done basically the cities that we want to offer local pickup to. We've created those, and now we need to create an Australian one. So we've created Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne with our shipping locations, and then we're going to do Australia, and we just do flat rate. Oops, I don't want to offer local pickup, so I just put the flat rate one in there, paste, save changes. All right, just going to do a quick note before we go. How I'm pretty sure WooCommerce works is it works down sequentially. So it's going to go through the shipping rules. So let's say, I'm just going to put this up top. So how I think it works is it goes down sequentially. So it's going to go down through your list of an order. So if it hits the first one, if you don't meet that criteria, it's going to check the second one. If you don't meet that criteria, it's going to go to the third one. If you don't give that criteria, it's going to go to the last one. So if no matter where you put your shipping codes and it just gives you the Australian rate and it's not offering you local pickup, it could be because Australia is at the top. So what you need to do is bring that down. This is where, if I've had problems, this is often where it has been on clients' websites. You just need to make sure the biggest area is on the bottom, and it's going to go down sequentially and find the shipping zone that you fit. And if you don't fit in, it's just going to keep going down until you fit one. And it won't, if for the first one you meet and you fit in it, it's not going to assign you the next, the best one, even if it's below it. It needs to be up top. So that could be if you're having problems. All right, so created a product, my shipping rules. Okay, so now I'm going to create our product categories. So this one we got 4, but I want to make sure that they're going to go like hot sauce, like spiciness, so mild, medium, spicy, or mild, medium, hot, and then a gear one. But I want to make sure that the hot sauces are at the top of the list here, and then we'll make sure that they're on the front page. So mild, and I think I've got some images for this. So it's like the 3 chilies. So I've kind of got like a chili-based system on the home page, so you can kind of go mild, medium, hot. Mild, medium, image, which is that one. So the more chilies there are, the hotter it is. Mild, medium, hot. And then add product. And then I'm just going to do one for like gear. Gear. What did I have for my gear one? Let's go for the barbecue. So I'm just going to rearrange this and put them in order. Mild, medium, and hot. All right. So far we've uploaded all our images. We've figured out all the plugins. We have configured our shipping rules, and we have created our product categories. So now we are ready to start adding in our products. So we've got our content. Let's get rid of some of this so we can clean everything all up. All right, new product. So we're just going to create a bunch of pages. I'm just going to create a bunch of pages. Normally, as I said, if I was doing this for a client's website, I would do this one at a time. But I'm just trying to get through everything and just let all the pages load. So when I get to them, they're all loaded and all ready to go. All right, so because I've got my images ready, let's have a look. I'm just going to go through this in order by, so that's my mango hot sauce. Sorry. Mango hot sauce, super convincing sales copy that convinces everybody who visits to purchase. Mild, I'm going to charge $15 inventory. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the inventory in detail once, and then I'm just going to skip through and just go everything else in stock. So you can enable inventory management at the product level. So if you don't, you've only got 3 options: in stock, out of stock, or on back order. So I like to manage stock. So I like to say how much I have. So let's say I have 45 bottles, and then you can go with a low stock threshold. So if you private label or you cook, make your own sauce, what I would recommend that you do is figure out roughly how many you sell in a week or a 2-week period, or however you kind of want to do them inventory management. So let's say you get shipments once a week or twice a week. Let's say just hypothetically it's once a week, and you sell roughly 10 a week. What I would do is I would that means you need to make sure I would give yourself a bit of a buffer and set the low stock threshold at 15. So then when it hits 15 stock remaining, you're going to get an email notification saying you got 15 remaining, and then that just gives you notice to order more. So let's say 15. Cool, mild. Don't need to do anything else. Publish. All right. So the rest of them I'm just going to leave as in stock, just so I can get more of the site done. Okay, mango. What's that? Chipotle. I don't know how to spell it. Chipotle. Probably. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. $20. Okay. Medium. I want to say. Publish. Right. What's my next one? So I've done mango, Chipotle, and I know this bit's the driest of everything. Lemon and herb, but so that's why I'm trying to get through this, because this is the easiest thing to see, and once you've kind of figured out how to create products, and there's heaps of YouTube tutorials about it. So I don't want to labor too much over this, but I want to kind of get it enough on there so you can see how to set up products and how it will look. The final product will look. So lemon and herb. What's this? Hot sauce. Hot sauce. Super convincing. Oh, come on. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. You can charge whatever you like, and you can put these on special as well. So you can charge $15 on special, for example. What's this? Hot sauce. Hot sauce. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. What else do we have? Product image. What have I got? Hot. What's that? Mild sauce. Mild sauce. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. $20. What was this? Mild. Perfect. Publish. Alrighty. And so I've got mild as the next one, and then mega hot. So I've got 2 more remaining. So just go add new. Just get these pages loading. I'm trying to get as much kind of like as many tasks going as possible. Mega hot. Mega hot sauce. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. Perfect. And as we are going, I know like I'm rushing through as much of this, but I'm trying to give you an example of how it will look. If you would like me to build an online store just like the one I'm building right now, or like any of my other 30-minute websites for your business and help you get started today faster, and you'd like to save money on WordPress hosting, head to okrun.blog/go. Another quick plug. Yeah, my goal is to make e-commerce simple and to help people out get started, because I just know how intimidating it can be. Medium sauce. Medium publish. All right, so we've created our hot sauces. We're just going to put in some barbecue equipment. So let's go BBQ skewers. Skewers? Yeah, that's right. Barbecue skewers. Barbecue skewers. Charge $10 for these. Product image. I'm gonna go with that one. In gear, publish. BBQ. tones. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. I'm going to charge 15. Sunday gear. Tongues. Gonna say it's on special for 10. Publish. And hot sauce by Ryan Apron. Super convincing sales copy. Super convincing sales copy. $25. Product image. And I just knocked that up there. Perfect. All right. So we are looking pretty swanky. All right. So we've got all our images ready. I'm just going to get a page loaded. So sometimes pages can take a little while to load. So let's get them started. All right, so we've uploaded all our images. So we're about ready to create pages. So now we're going to create 2 pages. So one is going to be used as the home page and one is going to be used as the blog page. So the way that Storefront works is that it displays the name of the page on the actual page itself. So you can't call, well, you can. I mean, you do what you want if you want. But I would recommend not calling your homepage because then there'll be, when your visitors visit, you'll just see homepage and it's probably not the best use. So I'd name this after your business. So I'm going to call this Hot Sauce by Ryan. Grab our sample, our trial pack and see if you can handle the heat! Exclamation mark, some kind of sales copy, and we're going to add a button. So this button is going to be pointing towards our ClickFunnels sales funnel, and it's going to guide our customers, so they're going to see this big banner, and our goal is to push customers to our sales funnel. Okay, Ryan.blog/go. Enter. All right, trial pack. Document. All right, so now we need to add in our featured image. So I have my featured images here. I'm going to go for quite a red theme. So there's a bunch of chilies and I put a bit of a red filter over the top. And then we need to set the page attribute from default template to homepage. So what that's going to do is basically going to create a bunch of shop widgets underneath the page itself. And then we've got homepage control. If you don't have homepage control, this is how you would, I would recommend it just because it gives you the ability to change those widgets. I'm going to create a blog page. Doesn't matter what template or anything else, just create the blog page. Perfect. All right. So what you may notice when you go to the homepage now is that this is not the homepage that we just created. That's because we need to tell WordPress that the page we just created is the homepage. WordPress itself is not going to know the page we just created is intended to be the homepage. So what we need to do is go through and tell WordPress this is our homepage. So we go click Customize, Homepage Settings, Static Page, and then we need to set the pages we just created. Why is my... Oh, did I publish it? Is that published? Okay, sorry. So, yes, reload. So basically we need to tell WordPress that those pages are the page that we intend to be the homepage. So that's what we do it. Go Customize, Homepage Settings, Static Page, Hat Sauce by Ryan. That's the page we created for the home page. And then the blog is the blog. Publish. All right. And then if we refresh it. Come on. Bing. So that is a pretty good looking store so far. But now we can put everything together and just start to customize it and make it look like the business that we would like it to be. So I'm going to go for quite a dark red theme. So I've got quite a light white logo created. Skip cropping. Header background color. I'm going to go for deep red. Actually, maybe I'll go for like a little bit of a purple tinge to it. Let's go a bit darker. It's pretty good. Maybe a bit more. No, I'm going to go over here. Sorry. So just adjusting. Okay, maybe take some towards grayness to it. Okay, that'll do. All right, change the text colors to white. White. Typography. Hero, this is the hero header color. White. Hero text color, which is that one. Change that also to white. I'm gonna go buttons. Let's change this background button. What do I want it to be? What is about blue? Like a dark blue on a text color white. See how that looks? Oh yeah, I don't mind that. Oh, it's trail pack. That's a try. I've got the wrong. Okay, I'll fix that up. All right, homepage control. So this is the how we can adjust what widgets are seen. So a lot of these widgets are great, and if you've got a big store with a lot of products, it can be a really great way to see all the products. But because we don't have many products, and if you have a store that you don't have many products to, you can get an awful lot of repeats through all of these. So I'm going to get rid of, how many sale products do we have? Not enough. I'm just going to get pretty much rid of everything except for bestsellers, homepage content, and products. So I like it nice and clean. Perfect. Alrighty, menus. So we've got 3 options for menus. Primary, so if you don't do any menus, basically just get a random hodgepodge of pages and in a weird place. We're going to go primary, secondary is just to the left of the search, and then handheld, which is your mobile. So we're going to create the menus and assign them to those spots. So primary, menu name, we're just going to call it 1. You can call them whatever you want. I tend to give it a bit more of a name when I'm not rushed, but it's to each their own. And then shop. And then product categories, mild, medium, hot, gear. Okay. So then if you do them slightly off center, it creates it as a little bit of a drop down. And you can rearrange these menus to your heart's content. Perfect. Why is that not a drop down? If I publish and then refresh, that should be a drop down there, but it hasn't turned out to be. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, just needed a second. So it's creating them as little drop downs. Then we're going to go create new menu, just call it 2, secondary. What I like to do with the secondary menu is use the custom links and paste your social media URLs here. So you go facebook.com/blah blah, whatever your Facebook page is, and then call it Facebook. Add to media, instagram.com/blah, whatever your handle is, Instagram. Boop. Alrighty. Then create new menu name, just call it 3. Doesn't matter, but I like to get more detail if I've got time, just so it gives me more options later on so I can see what I've done. Blog, home, shop, my account. That's a weird order. Home. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So next is widgets. So widgets are so if you have like on your footer and your shop, show you real quick. So these are your little widgets here. So WordPress was originally built as a blogging platform. So most of these widgets are going to be more blogging specific. Like these are the ones that come with default WordPress. So I want to get rid of all of these so I can have e-commerce specific widgets on my website. So we're going to go filter by price, product categories, hide empties. That'll do for now. All right, so we have done all of those. Perfect. Publish. Okay, what I'm going to do is going to go all pages. What I like to do as well is because all your pages are going to come with the default template, which is fine. But there are some pages that I recommend, like your shopping cart, your checkout page, and your My Accounts page. I would recommend them to be the full width. So default is going to give you the sidebar if you go default template. Full width is going to give you no sidebar. But when someone's on their account, they're doing if they're in their account or they're doing the checkout process or they're doing the shopping cart, I want them to be focused 100% on the activity that they're doing and not on what's in the sidebar. So because when someone's going through the shopping cart and going through the checkout process, I want them just to be focused on buying my hot sauce, not on different products that we have that can distract them and they can end up wandering around. I want them just to be doing the checkout process. So I like to get rid of the sidebars on all these pages. It just makes it look much neater. Alrighty, so we've done all that, and then just to make sure, when you're pretty much done everything, when you're ready to start and sell online, you go WooCommerce settings. So this is the last thing you need to do to be able to run your store. Now I hope I'll be able to do it in 45 seconds. So WooCommerce payments. So at the moment, your store is ready to go. You're ready to pretty much ready to run your online store. The only thing you got to do is check that over to enabled and then click save changes, and that'll basically give you're ready to basically accept money online and start selling your products. And if you want to be able to process refunds via WooCommerce store, so at the moment, if someone wanted a refund, you're going to have to go to PayPal or whatever payment processor is. You're going to have to go to them and process a payment from their side. But if you get your PayPal API details and paste them in here, you can process refunds from your online store. It'll update your inventory and do all that. It's just so much easier and much more streamlined. And so we are done. We have built an online store dedicated to selling hot sauce online within 30 minutes. So let's take a look at the final product, shall we? So, got a nice little banner image. So I kind of went for like a nice red theme. It's typically what you will see in a with like hot sauce, very red, very fiery. So kind of these little background chilies. That's why I recommend when we started to go with the picture itself would have been quite busy and you wouldn't have been able to see that white text. So if you have a product, a banner, because I work with some clients who had very busy background banners that they really wanted to be their homepage banner. Or what I would recommend you do is put a bit of a filter on the top just so you can make out the text. Otherwise, your text can get washed out. It's just, and it just doesn't look great. So putting like a filter, then you can at least keep the picture you want, but you can still read the text and the call to action, because that's the main thing, is that call to action, and that link's going to take them. Oh wait, I didn't change it from trail to trial, but you get the idea. So the reason that I reordered the product categories was to get it so it says mild, medium, hot. So you need to make sure that the one you want to the left is at the top, one in the middle in second, and the one on the right third on the product category hierarchy. Then we've got our best sellers. So it's a nice little store we got set up, pretty professional looking. Did it within 30 minutes, and probably another web designer would have charged you a couple of grand for this. So you got three options. You can either go and pay someone 3 or 4 or 5 grand to do this. You can do it for yourself. Might take you a little bit more longer than half an hour, or I can do it for you for free if you use my ClickFunnels affiliate link. Think. So you've got a nice little pack. So then you can click on these and it's going to take you to all the mild hot sauce that you have on option as well. So if you click there, it's going to take you to the mild hot sauces. You've also got a drop down so you can go medium, take you to the medium. And this will always update. So whenever you add medium hot sauces, they'll always be in that category. And you can mix and match categories as well. So, if you got a product that sits in 2 categories, they can sit in both categories. You just have to check both tick boxes. So if you go shop, you got the product slider, so you can find the price. You got the product categories, and you just got a nice little shop that displays all of your products. If you go to my account, they've got an account tab so they can see all the purchases that they've ever made. They can update their address. They've got a blog, so you can update. WordPress is probably the best content management for SEO, which is search engine optimization, helping getting rankings on Google. So you've got that. You've got homepage. Let's take a look at some of these products then, shall we? Let's go with the medium sauce while it's there. So we can add to cart from here. Go view cart. So we've got a product. So this is why I recommend going the full width. Otherwise, this would be squished and you'd have a sidebar. And that's distractions. And when they're going through this checkout cart process, I want them just to be focused on this process. Don't want to distract someone. So you've got the hot sauce. Shipping. Alrighty, so we can calculate the shipping. So we go Australia, state. Say we go Queensland, postcode 4000, update. It's going to give us $5 flat rate, but as we start adding products to our shopping cart, it's going to add, I think I said $2. Yeah, it's going to add $2 for each additional hot sauce we ship. Because most shipping, double check with your fulfillment companies, but most shipping companies will let you bundle together multiple products, and so you can just put it in a bigger box and they'll just charge one shipping rate and you can pass those savings on to your customers, so you don't have to pay $5 for every product you sell. So it's just going to keep adding, and it's got local pickup. However, if I take it outside of the Brisbane city limits, which is 4180, let's go 4180, just outside the Brisbane city limits of what we're offering for local pickup, it's going to take away the local pickup option. But let's say we want to go to New South Wales, let's say Sydney, which is 2000. It brings back the local pickup, and then we go outside, which would be 2235. 2235. So take it outside the Sydney city limits. And then it takes it away again. And then just last one with Melbourne, we can go Victoria, which is 3000. And it should add back in the local pickup option. And then if we take it to the city limits of Melbourne, which is 3208, it takes it away. So that way, if anybody orders, so let's say someone orders from Perth or from South Australia or the Northern Territories, no matter where, they're not going to be offered the local pickup because they're not near a fulfillment center. So we're basically offering local pickup to only people who live within our city limits. It's just going to go a long way to simplify, so people aren't going to be, someone from Perth isn't going to buy a product with local pickup because they're nowhere near any kind of fulfillment center. You can have, another thing you could do is what I would recommend, and we've done this with clients and it works really well, is if it load, you could have, let's go, just text, local pickup info, and you can have Brisbane, and then you can have your location, 123 example, street, pick up between 1 to Fry, give you time. You could give an email. So let's say email Brisbane at hotsauceByRyan.com for other options or something like that. Whatever you would want. So you just got some information. So then if we go update, go view page, and it's got your information there. So you can basically fill out a bunch of information for your fulfillment centers or wherever they can pick up the hot sauce from. So then your customers can find out, where to get it from, when they can pick it up, and who they can contact from that specific location to arrange other alternatives. But yeah, we did it. We built an online store that's specifically designed to sell hot sauce, and as well as giving you the option for local pickups depending on what city you live in, because of our different store locations or different fulfillment centers. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. I'm constantly looking for new ideas for online stores. So if you have a product that you'd like to see me build an entire website around in 30 minutes or less, make sure to comment down below. If you would like to receive free web design where you get me to build an online store for you for free, and you'd like to receive free WordPress hosting, go and check out okryan.blog/go for free web design and hosting for anybody who uses my ClickFunnels link. My goal is to bundle up e-commerce services that you'd normally have to pay for separately, so you just pay one set fee, so you can save money to reinvest back into your business in marketing and product creation. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.